I'm always particularly pleased when I acquire a walnut escritoire, and this example is quite exceptional. To stay up to date with recent acquisitions, tips about caring for your cherished pieces, and free antiques fairs invitations, why not subscribe to our newsletter using the link below. It dates from the William and Mary period, that is from about 1690, and it's executed in burr walnut, this lovely burr walnut grain, this tightly burred grain that you see on here. The burr is actually a growth on the outside of a tree that then contorts the grain to produce this burr walnut that is then available but only ever in small quantities. Because it's only available in small quantities, it was rare and it was more expensive than your normal walnut. And you can see you've got the burr walnut going right the way across there as well. And on this particular example, we have the drawer at the top that opens like that, often referred to as a Bible drawer. But I think that that's possibly a Victorian invention. I think it might just have been there for keeping charts, plans, letters and the such like. Now this has the advantage of being rather more complex than meets the eye at the first point. Slightly more complex because it has lots of secret compartments and drawers. Before I open this and show you the interior, I just want to point out that it is feather banded around all these drawers. You can see it quite clearly, and around the fall as well, there, and again around the center panel. And that of course ties it all together. You can see from that this was made by one man working in a workshops, and all these moldings, whether it's the molding down at the base or at the waist or even at the top, they're all cross-grain moldings, which helps us to date this to that period of about 1690. So what of the interior? Well, if we just lower that, there you have it. First of all, with a leather-lined reading and writing stand there, with an easel to support it. And then we start looking at these pigeonholes at the top. Well, each one of these comes out, and behind it, there you have another little secret box, beautifully dovetailed front and back. This is in oak because of course it wouldn't have been seen by anyone except the owner of this piece. And that just fits back in. And you have the same behind there, and as I reach across, behind there as well. So you've got three secret compartments there. And then, if I can just get the key from there, if I open that, it just looks as though it's oak lined, which it is to a degree. But this whole box comes out, and there you can see three more beautifully made little oak boxes, and again in lovely condition, as dry and as clean as the day they were made. So there we have three drawers there, three drawers there, that makes six. So if I can just shut that, where is number 7? Well, this now comes into focus down here, because if you slide that whole drawer out, the base there slides forward and you've got a big gap under there where you could keep your gold coins, diamonds, jewellery, secret whatevers. And here's another nice thing. This drawer Obviously for writing, it had an ink bottle there at some time, but it also has the original pounce pot, made out of solid walnut at the top and oak around the box part of it. What was a pounce pot? The pounce pot had pounce powder in it, which they used and they would sprinkle on documents after they'd written them, because the pounce powder would then dry the ink ever so quickly, so within a minute your document was dry and ready to be dispatched, an important document. And then you just take the document, take the lid off, and pour the pounce powder back into the little box for it. And you see the top has got these perforations in it so that you can just shake the powder onto the document in a sprinkling, and there you have it. And that has been with this piece since it was made in about 1690. It was a great surprise and a wonderful thing to find that. It's the only time I've ever come across a piece of that period with its original pounce pot. What a lovely thing. All together, walnut. Again, as we've seen on the outside, you have the feather banding, chevron banding as it's sometimes called, going around all the drawers and around the door there, which again helps us to see that it was made at the same time as the outside. And one last little thing, that drawer there. Altogether, a piece of great quality and history, made for a good home, looked after for over 300 years. Thank you for watching this masterclass. You can subscribe to our channel by pressing the notification bell below. I look forward to seeing you again very soon.